So, Namaskar. In the fourth session of Human Resource Management, we'll be discussing upon the topic that is known as environment of HRM, environment of Human Resource Management. So, when we talk about the environment of Human Resource Management, it includes all those factors which have bearing on the functioning of HR department. That means all the forces, whether internal or whether external, or the forces which have effect upon the functioning of HR department, these all functions, the factors come within the purview of environment of HR. These all factors can be divided into two categories: external forces and internal forces. When we talk to external forces, these are political, legal, technological, cultural, economical. So external forces are beyond the control of the business entity. These are many times state issues, national issues, international issues. Political and legal issues are country to country issue. Previous past 2 year, companies has been affected by corona. So it was beyond the control of the company. So that is external issue. So if there is some political stability, instability in the country or neighboring countries or different countries where trade is being conducted, external forces may get affect. Technological changes, very fast technology is changing, and because of changing of technology, if you don't go with the technology, you will become obsolete in the market and nobody will take the supply. So it also affects. Many times we have seen that other previous 10 years back, some countries returning Indian dari, some countries returning Indian mango, something was there. Then cultural forces, yes, in business, international business market, culture plays very important role. It includes gender, age, race, caste, religion, way of living, way of talking, social interactions. This all comes under the cultural. Then economic. Sometimes economical boom is coming, sometimes bear market comes, sometimes slowdown comes. So these all external forces, and external forces has bigger power, and one single company cannot, a single company cannot fight with these external forces. So these external forces are beyond the jurisdiction of the single entity. Internal forces are generally within the control of the company because it happens within the premises of the company. Union problems are there, companies can negotiate and find out some solution. Strategic tasks and leadership issues are there, that company can have a look on it and can find the solution. Organizational, cultural and conflicts are there within the company can find the solution, and professional bodies are there, with them the company can negotiate and find the solution. So in internal forces means on which more or less company is having some effect is there, company can control it. But external forces, company cannot control it. So environment comprises of all those forces which have their bearing on the functioning of various activities, including human resource activities. So these are, we have discussed internal and external. So starting with internal, union. Trade unions are formed to safeguard the interest of the members or workers. HR activities like recruitment, selection, training, compensation, industrial relation, and separations are carried out in consultation with trade union leaders. If some dispute is there, then problem starts. Then organizational cultural conflict. An individual have personality, organizations have cultures. Each organization has its own culture, that distinguishes one organization from the other. Culture may be understood as sharing of some core values or benefits of its members. So it values the time. So it is to very sentimental issues, and companies should take care of this. Then professional bodies. Like other professional bodies, the National Institute of Personnel Management, Calcutta, is the HR professional body, regulates the function of HR participate practitioners in India. So the company had have to follow the guidelines issued by NIPM, National Institute of Personnel Management, Calcutta. Then external environment. External environment includes forces like economic, political, technological, demographic, etc. These experts exert considerable influence on the HRM. They are economic. Economic forces include growth rate and strategic industrial production, national and per capita income. So these are the economic effects of the external forces. Then political environment covers the impact of political institutions on HRM. It varies from party to party, also country to country also. In political, we can divide it into further three parts, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Ultimately, judiciary is a watchdog above the two. It ensures that both the legislation and executive work within the confines of the constitution and also in the overall interest of the people. Then technological changes. Technological advances affect the HR functions more than one way. That means first, technology makes the job more intellectual or upgraded. So like that, selection, promotion, training, development has to take place. Second, it renders workers dislocated if they do not equip themselves to the job. Before 10 years or 20 years, those who were not knowing the computer, they were taken out of the job. And those who were knowing the computer, they were taken inside for the to the job. So this is the second point. Third is job becomes challenging for the employees who cope with the requirements of the technology. Those who knows the technology, they accept the challenges. Fourth is technology reduces human interaction at the workplace. So it's automation, machine takes much more place, and human interactions are very less. Then demographic variable includes sex, age, literacy, mobility, etc. Modern workforce is characterized by literate, women, and all different caste and creeds of persons. Now workers are called knowledge workers. They are heterogeneous. So in environment of HRM, we have seen two factors, external and internal. So that is, we'll take a summary of that. In India, the evolution of HRM is traced back to 1920, that we have seen. Then environment of HRM comprises of internal environment and external environment. Internal environment includes union, organizational culture and conflict, professional body, and organizational objectives. External environment includes economic, political, technological, and demographic process. So, like this, environment, business environment is very vast. Some are external forces, some are internal forces. External forces are beyond the control of the business entity. Internal forces, somehow they can negotiate and manage. So, this is how HRM functions within the environment. So this is all about environment of HRM. In next session, we'll be discussing a very important topic, that is human resource planning. Planning is the first function of management. So from here, we'll start function of HR managers. So first chapter is human resource planning. Till then, let's keep on revising the classes. It is going to help you a lot. Namaskar.